All right. So looking at our vocabulary for superstorms, lesson 8 in our Journeys book, pages 262, 263. All right, looks like everybody's there. Today I'm just going to kind of go over these in random order, so I'm going to kind of shuffle them up a little bit, and I'm just going to randomly pull one out of my pile from behind my back. Ooh, my shoulders are sore today. All right, here we go. My first word is the word flash. Number 4 in our book on page 263. And it shows on the picture card the flash of lightning bolts that lit up the dark night sky. A flash is a bright, short burst of light. It's a really quick burst of light. Think of like the flash that flashes when we do our fire drill. It blinks on and off really quickly. Yes, Gwen?
Or like a police, or like the lights on the top of it.
Yeah, that's a good example too, Gwen. The lights on the top of like a police car or an ambulance or a fire truck, they flash. They go on and off very quickly. Alina.
Also like a bus on top of it.
Some buses do have a flashing light on top of them too, yes. Gwen.
I mentioned that because my mom got pulled over last night.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. Poor mom. Okay. Next word, pounding, is number 5 in our book on page 263. The waves are pounding on the beach. Oh, Zayden, I see your hand up for pounding. Do you want to tell me what pounding means?
Yeah. It means it's hitting something and coming back up like this.
Right, it's hitting again and again and again, or hammering again and again. Think of somebody pounding with a hammer. If you are hammering or pounding a nail into some wood or something, you're going to hit it again and again and again, or hammer it again and again and again. All right, and then we have the word prevent. Somehow I'm going in order. Number 6 on page 263 in our book. Prevent. Heavy snow can prevent cars and trucks and buses and anything else from going anywhere, because the heavy snow is going to stop them from going anywhere or keep them from happening. Prevent means to stop or keep from happening. Yes, Gwen?
So it's trying to keep, it keeps from the cars to move anywhere, so it's preventing from the cars to go.
Right, it's stopping the cars from going anywhere, it's keeping the cars from moving, or it's keeping it from happening. All right, somehow I pulled this from the top and it's still in order. Freaky! All right, number 7 is our next vocabulary word, the word reach. It says the water can reach as high as the rooftops in a flood. That's a lot of water. If you are trying to reach something, that means you can get it, or hopefully you can get it if you are able to reach it. Or maybe you're traveling and you reach your destination. That means you get to the place where you want to go. Angelina, did you have something you wanted to add to that?
It means that you're bending down like at a library.
You might bend down and reach for a book. Yeah. But it doesn't mean you have to bend down to get it. It just means that you can get it. Whether you're putting your arm up in the air to get it from a high place, or you're bending down and reaching down to a low place, to reach something means you can get it or get to that place that you want to go to. Yes, Gwen?
Like when you're reaching for a car handle to open the door.
Exactly.
When you're reaching to put something.
Or you reach into your desk to get your book. That means you put your hand inside your desk and you are able to get your book. Okay? All right. Next vocabulary word. Finally, we're not in order anymore. Number 2 on page 262 is the word damage. Damage means something gets harmed or hurt. Or think of it as being broken. And if you look at that picture on the page or on the card, it's banana trees that got damaged by hail and strong winds. They got harmed by the weather that was happening. Then we have the word equal. The height of the snow in this picture is equal to 3 feet. Equals number 8, page 263 in our book. Equal, Jamie, do you want to tell me what it means? Okay, you should have done that already when I asked you to. Go now, but you need to stop doing it during the middle of class. Because I already asked you this morning if you needed to go, and you were already down there to be able to go, and you didn't go. So hurry up. You got 5 minutes. Move, move, move. All right. Equal means it's the word equal in math a lot. 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. 6 plus 6 is equal to 12. It means it's the same as. Then we have the word bend. These trees in the picture on page 263, number 3 in our book, the trees in the picture can bend in the high winds. Remember, bend means it can curve, but it's not breaking like I'm doing with the card right now. I'm curving that card, wonka wonka, but it's not breaking, right? Okay. You can bend your fingers, means you can curve them. Thank goodness they don't break when you do that. Man, that would be painful. If you've ever had a broken finger, whoo, they hurt. Broken toes, ouch. Okay, and then last but not least, that leaves number 1, beware. I feel like it needs to have the dun 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 sound with it. Beware. These sirens will alert you to beware. Number 1 in our book, 262. If you hear storm sirens or any kind of storm siren, it's telling you, be aware, be careful, be alert, pay attention. So beware means to, hey, pay attention, be careful, something's going on. Look around you, see what it is, okay? Questions on the vocabulary? Yes, no, maybe so. Lonnie.
When you hear a siren, it means that you don't have to climb up and see the weather because it's an invisible weather. So when you climb down it, then...
Well, if you're hearing a weather siren, like a storm siren, it doesn't mean that the weather won't be invisible at that point. It means it's really bad weather coming our way, and we need to make sure that we're paying attention. You will see that there's really bad weather.
Yeah, because there's a lot of sirens on storm signs. So when you
Yes.
hear that siren, it means
Yes.
that you have to go into your house, find somewhere to hide.
Go to a safe place, yes. Now, storm sirens, I don't think we have storm sirens where we are so much because we don't have bad storms like hurricanes and tornadoes and things like that a lot. But if you hear any kind of siren when you're outside, it's a reminder to pay attention. Something's going on. Just be aware. Yes, Gwen?
And sometimes the siren, some sirens aren't that loud. Some sirens are like beep, beep.
Right.
They're not all like beep.
Right, exactly. Okay, let's turn to page 266 and 267 in our book so that we can read through Superstorms really quickly. I want to read through Superstorms really quickly before we work on the pages in our reader's notebook. There will be pages in our reader's notebook that go along with this today where we're going to go back and we're going to find facts about the different kinds of storms, okay? Now, Seymour Simon is our author. Remember, this is an informational text. What can you tell me about an informational text? What kind of story is an informational text? Angelina?
It has real photographs and it has a lot of true stuff.
Very good. It has real photographs and it has a lot of facts, true things. Everything that you read in this story is completely true. There's a lot of information. Why is the author going to use real photographs? Jamie, why would the author want to use real photographs in this kind of story? Because it is an informational story, yes, but why would he want to use real photographs instead of just drawing pictures of the things that he's talking about? Who can help Jamie out? Why do we want to have real photographs? Jamie, pick a friend that has a hand raised. And then you're going to tell me what that friend says after they give you an answer. Okay, Kaden, go ahead and tell Jamie why the author wants to have real photographs.
Because if there was if it had pictures on it, then it would be fake.
So the author wants you to do what? Well, the author wants you to see what?
Well, real pictures.
The real thing, right? So the author wants you to see real things. So Jamie, why do we have photographs instead of drawings? Yes, exactly. The author wants you to see the real thing, especially in this kind of story. We don't very often see real storms like this because some of these storms are not safe enough to be outside in. Okay. Turning to our first page, I'll read through this real quickly. The air around us is always moving and changing. We call these changes weather. Storms are sudden, violent changes in weather. Yes, Jamie? So you didn't go yet? Jamie, hurry up. Go. Dude. Get moving. Every second, hundreds of thunderstorms are born around the world. Thunderstorms are heavy rain showers. They can drop millions of gallons of water in just 1 minute. During a thunderstorm, lightning bolts can shoot between clouds and the ground. Lightning can destroy a tree or a small house. It can also start fires in forests and grasslands. Thunder is the sound lightning makes as it suddenly heats the air. You can tell how far away lightning is. Count the seconds between the flash of light and the sound of thunder. 5 seconds equal 1 mile. Hailstones are chunks of ice that are tossed up and down by the winds of some thunderstorms. Hail can be the size of a marble or larger than a baseball. Nearly 5,000 hailstorms strike the United States every year. They can destroy crops and damage buildings and cars. Thunderstorms sometimes give birth to tornadoes. Inside a storm, a funnel-shaped cloud reaches downward. Winds inside a tornado can spin faster than 300 miles per hour. These winds can lift cars off the ground and rip houses apart. Oops, it's not loading my page completely here. Now remember, this is an example of a map. Let me see if I can get it to load better if I hit my refresh button here. Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. Dun, 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 dun. All right, now let me try it. There we go. Okay, here's our map page. Almost. Piece by piece.
Nope.
There we go. Okay. More than 1,000 tornadoes strike the United States each year. Most of them form during spring and summer. Television and radio stations often give early alerts. A tornado watch means that one may strike during the next few hours. A warning means a tornado has been seen by people or on radar. During a tornado warning, you should find shelter in a basement or a closet. And remember, where we live in Pennsylvania, we don't have to worry about that too much. All right. Turn my page here. Hurricanes are the deadliest storms in the world. They kill more people than all other storms combined. Hurricanes stretch for hundreds of miles. They have winds of between 74 and 200 miles per hour. The eye of the hurricane is the quiet center of the storm. Inside the eye, the wind stops blowing, the sun shines, and the sky is blue. But beware, the storm is not over yet. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
I just feel like this whole book needs some of those dun, dun, dun. Okay, hurricanes are born over warm ocean waters from early summer to mid-fall. When they finally reach land, their pounding waves wash away beaches, boats, and houses. Their howling winds bend and uproot trees and telephone poles. Their heavy rains cause floods. Blizzards are huge snowstorms. They have winds of at least 35 miles per hour. Usually at least 2 inches of snow falls per hour. Temperatures are at 20 degrees or lower. Falling and blowing snow make it hard to see in a blizzard. No one can prevent storms, but weather reports can predict and warn us when a storm may hit. The more prepared we are, the safer we will be when the next one strikes. Okay, fantastic. Now leave this out on your desk because we are going to use this now to do our reader's notebook page.